It began with the hospital in Ashdod. Today, it serves the entire South. Even patients from the center come here, drawn by the quality of the doctors and equipment.
Medical Zionism means building an organizational culture, flexible, accessible, compassionate, and visionary, and with modern innovation.
This place is a game changer. This year, the internal medicine departments ranked first place in quality and service in a National Ministry of Health survey. For a hospital just 7 years old, that's an incredible achievement.
Assuta Ashdod is medical Zionism.
Located in the heart of the South, here, innovation meets compassion, leading the way to a brighter, healthier future. Investing in Assuta Ashdod is more than philanthropy.
Welcome to Assuta Ashdod's Medical Innovation Center. We provide a robust infrastructure for advanced medical research, proof of concept, and validation. Join the medical revolution.
Together, we can achieve even more. More lives saved, more families healed, and more future secured as we create a brighter future for medicine in Israel. Together, we are not just saving lives, we are transforming them.
Assuta Ashdod Public Hospital. Outstanding medical Zionism.
Please welcome to the stage Advocate Yael Yativ, CEO of the Friends Association for Assuta Ashdod Medical Center, who will be interviewed by Amichai Stein, diplomatic correspondent for the Jerusalem Post.
So, yeah, thank you so much for being here with us. You know, I thought at the beginning your hospital is 22 miles from Gaza. You fixed me 16 miles from Gaza. That close is your hospital in the south, was a real center for treating these cases of soldiers that needed special treatment with huge success rate. Over 90% you succeeded in treating and saving lives.
96%.
96%. Can you tell me a bit about it?
Absolutely. First of all, good evening, everyone. Thank you to the Jerusalem Post for this unapologetic Zionistic conference, which brings together the minds and the hearts of the Miami people and the Jewish people. It's not something to be taken for granted. Thank you. Toda rabah for everyone. So the story of Assuta Ashdod and the movie that you just saw now, I think there are 2 points that I'd really like to play on. On the 7th of October, Assuta Ashdod Public Hospital, which is the newest public hospital in Israel, that means that for over 5 decades, there was no public hospital established in the state of Israel. There are private hospitals, but not a public hospital. I'd like to just mention that I'm sure everybody here knows that the Israeli medical system and healthcare services is probably one of the highest levels in the world, and that's due to the major investment in the Jewish brain power. So yes, on the 7th of October, we treated hundreds of civilians and of soldiers, and up until actually the January 2024, 60% of the most critically wounded IDF soldiers were treated and saved at Assuta Ashdod Public Hospital.
60%, it's a huge number.
And I'll explain that it's ironic. You know, sometimes things happen in life because ani adam ma'amin, because they had to happen. We were a shortcut target. Not one helicopter evacuation was supposed to land at Assuta Ashdod Public Hospital. Not even one. They were all meant to fly to Tel HaShomer, which is an unbelievable hospital, Bellinson, in Tel Aviv. But if the soldier on board and the doctor from Sheshesh Tesa, which is the rescue unit, decided that this patient would not make it the extra 6 minutes, and you know, in medicine, time is life, then they landed us.
So the hardest cases came to you with 96% 6% success.
Absolutely. The most intricate say. And what I'm trying to say in the sentence is that it wasn't a miracle. We were prepared. We were the only, and still are the only, public hospital that has been established within the high-tech startup nation era in Israel. What a headache for a competitive Jewish Israeli country, because we have to be the best, right? So we're the only hospital in Israel that is fully fortified, the only public hospital in Israel that teaches innovation to every single employee. What does that mean? It's not just something to say. That means that patient transporters, they came up with ideas that have changed the way public health care looks in Israel. I'll give you an example.
So it's not just a hospital.
It's definitely not a hospital. It is, first of all, it's a high, top-notch hospital with hundreds and hundreds of the finest doctors coming from all around the world, including the United States, but most importantly, from Israel. Now, being a doctor in Israel, once you get through the 12, 13 years of gruesome studies, you don't usually change jobs. Doctors maybe have 2 places that they work in their whole lives. And this is what I'm trying to get to. The physicians, the finest physicians in Israel, many in their fields, decided to leave promising positions at wonderful, amazing hospitals in the center of Israel and join Assuta Ashdod. Why? Why would they do that if they didn't have the X factor, which is the tchushat shlichut, that southern Israel needs the southern periphery of Israel, and they understood it way before. And that's why in 7 years since our establishment, we've closed gaps of 20 years in innovation using sechel, in our investment, in our major investment in education of tomorrow's doctors, finest doctors in Israel. We aren't some mom and pop operation. We feel the huge responsibility of being the newest, most competitive, and definitely in 5 years, the finest hospital in the state of Israel.
And these hectic two years at the end, the hospital, I think, needs more and more support to do what it's doing.
Exactly.
And continue its work.
Yes,
At
yes.
the end, these been years more job than you preferred to do than ever.
Yes, the demand definitely exceeds the supply, but more so. You know, the envelope Gaza communities, they relied on us years ago. Kfir and Ariel Bibas were born at us. An amazing statistic has come up now that 93% of the widowed IDF mothers to be chose Assuta Ashdod Public Hospital. Why did they do that? I think that we are a wonderful symbol of Israel at its most pinnacle and best point, where we manage to combine sechel together with humanity. And we're proud of that. But we do need help. We're in the midst, in a year and a half, our brand new tower will be up. The lobby is going to be named and the gardens after the Bibas family boys, the Healing Gardens. We need to put a name on that building. It's not for us. It's for the South. We are in the toughest neighborhood in the Middle East, and we're in the toughest neighborhood in Israel. We need your help. We really do. So many people here spoke, if I could just touch on a point, about rehabilitation. Rehabilitation is a process. Rehabilitation takes time. There is no magic in rehabilitation. You need manpower, you need facilities, and you need it to be in close proximity to your home. Over 53% of the wounded soldiers that need rehabilitation live in Israel South. And the Plotkin family has done a miracle in what they've done. We need to do that in the South as well.
So Yael, I really hope your hospital would continue the great success, and I think we should give them really a big applause for all the work they've done.
Thank you. I don't deserve that. I will pass that on, but thank you. Thank you all. Thank you very much.